All right. Let's do a quick sound check. Are you working? It sounds like we are. All right, we're gonna run some coils of Bahamut today. For better or worse, I know there's two coils in particular that are just puzzles, and so those are going to be miserable. No, it's the weekend. I'm not working. That's good. How you doing, Empty? I'm gonna grab some water, and then we'll get started on these coils. You don't have to join if you don't want to. You certainly don't have to. Let's see. I'm gonna invite the waifu to the party. Logging in. I appreciate it. Figure we'll do it unsynced, make it go kind of quick, except for the puzzles, which will be miserable, and there really is no way around that that I can see. But we'll do the best we can. All right, let's see. All right. Coils of Bahamut would be here, right? Yep. So 13 turns. Two of them are more puzzled than the others. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start this while we're waiting. I do enjoy playing as Red Mage, so we'll do that. Theater, we've received an urgent order of pearls from the East Alunar Trading Company. There's no time to waste. We must go and harvest them at once. I shall mark the location on your map. But before you strike out, there is an important rule you must observe. To preserve the natural order, the Elder has decreed that no more than 3 oysters may be pried open in a single harvest. That is to say, choose well. Once you have 3 pearls, pray bear them directly to the Ruby Prince, where the company's associate awaits. The car may speed you on your way, my friend. This time, Peter, as one of the divine circle, you must undertake the rite of purification, that you might deepen your bond with the Kami of the Hunt. Let me get through this really quick, and I'll add your empty. To this end, you may require a special kind of holy water called the Sui no Mizu that can be had from the priestess of Sui no Sato. Once you have the water, return hither to Mamizu and present yourself before the consecrated shell yonder. There you may sprinkle the water and offer a prayer to the Kami. All right. Empty. Huzzah! I got you. We're going to finish this last thing starting, and then we'll get started on Le Coils of Bahamut. Fancy going for a little swim, Peter. If you have a moment to spare, Bakura could use your help with the rays. They look after us, and so we must look after them. All right. My party ready?
Not yet.
All right. Well, let me just wait for you to be ready then. You let me know when you're ready, hon.
I will.
Oh, I'm clicking through stuff now. Now, this fellow loves a few things more than krill, and you'll find swarms of them close by. Please Have him feed until he's had his fill. Should you become separated from the raid, worry not. He's been trained to return here. Happy feeding then, and let Zukin know when you are done. Let me see what else he said. Oh, Peter, I've been waiting for you. I need you to take one of the rays out for a good feed, a reward for all of its toils. Alright, so at this point we're waiting on the waifu to finish the work she's doing.
Yeah, I'm getting some better stuff for level.
Consider the coils of Bahamut are, I think, rated for like level 65. I think anything for level 80 is going to be pretty good. The ray sucks in copious amounts of seawater and krill. And does it again. And again. Go ahead and grab this this water. Again, we will start when the wife is ready. She's still getting her gear set up. Ah, you must be the man to whom Kojin spoke. I have your water. Take it, and may you find favor with the kami. Thank you.
That's why I can't do that. Okay.
Whenever you're ready, hon.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright. Pour the water out. Purified water from head to toe. You may have pray to the consecrated shell. We will pray, and then we will start. This game good. 'Tis important to give thanks. The kami will surely smile upon your treasure hunting endeavors. Though you're not Kojin, when you respect our ways on your own, full glad am I to know the shellless one such as you. Alright. We all ready to rock this?
Yeah.
Kaspa?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so I don't think it really matters what we have on as long as I start the mission unsynced. Unrestricted party. Confirm. And got it. I was like, wait, it won't let me. Right, I was looking at the wrong thing. Had a brief moment where I was like, wait a minute. No, we're good. Wife must keep up appearances. Imperial Lat Exploratory Site, 237 Yams. Turn 1 has begun.
Mm-hmm.
The scars left by the calamity. I can scarce breathe for the Sifet of Aether. Tell me, have you ever seen corrupted crystals such as these? Such crystals manifested across the realm when the course of the great river of Aether was irrevocably altered 5 years ago. Behold, one of the objects that caused the alteration. A fragment of the lesser moon, Dalamud. Ancient Alleg created Dalamud, or Meteor, to use the Garlean name, to serve as a celestial prison for Bahamut. Its fall inflicted grievous wounds upon the land, wounds that have yet to heal, as is evident from the corrupted crystals. Amazing. Dalamud's internal defenses still function in spite of everything, a testament to the ingenuity of the Allegans. The Garleans seek to appropriate their advanced technology. I'm certain of it. We are about to come face to face with the secrets that have long laid buried within the sands of time. Great dangers may lie beyond, but we have come too far to turn back. The truth of the calamity is within reach. All right, let us roll. And there you have it.
Okay, then.
Yes, this promises to be an extremely difficult battle. Which, of course, when it was originally built, it was an extremely difficult battle. An obscenely difficult battle.
They said that it was comparable to Savage level battles.
Mm-hmm. Gods preserve. Dark wings that would engulf the very heavens. These could only belong to Bahamut, the primal who laid Eorzea to waste 5 years ago. It's hard to know my grandfather sought to imprison Bahamut anew by invoking the power of the 12. Alas, the dreadworm proved too powerful, and he soon broke free of his confines. Yet instead of resuming the destruction he had begun, Bahamut vanished. Whither to, no one knew, until this day. But I do not understand. If Bahamut is truly a primal, how is it he retains his physical form? Did grandfather defeat him? Or is there some other explanation? We must press on if we're to learn the truth. Empty, your character looked pretty cool, that cutscene, gotta say.
Yeah.
Who was that? Hashtag casual wear. Very nice. Change complete in 4 clicks.
Okay.
Yeah, we're one-shotting everything because we're way too powered.
I'm not even getting a shot.
It's good to be OP. Hey, Bruni, welcome.
Hey.
We are going through the Coils of Bahamut. If you would like to join, we can get you in on Coil turn 2. Yeah.
That was the first one.
Ah, Bruni says hi, wifey.
Hi.
Wifey says hi back in case you couldn't hear her. I'm pretty sure you could, but just like to make sure. She's like way more polite than I am. About to say, these fights. I'll tell you, going through unsynced makes this somewhat easier. It might different this way. Yeah, I was totally cool going through these unsynced, and wife was there going through these synced, and wife was like, absolutely no freaking way. Never cubed was basically my wife's response.
I was starting to get lost. Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh, guess what? I've got Pelican.
Yeah, that's cool. Man, that could have been really useful.
Yeah. Sorry, but
It's okay.
got like really ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still not close enough.
Last you heard she was under the weather. Wife has recovered. Wife is doing much better than she was. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, it took 4 days to finally feel like myself again.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Wife's doing great. Yeah, really, 4 days after last we talked with you, since then, she's been doing awesome.
Yeah. But as usual, allergies have been absolutely terrible.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Is she rested up? Better. Good to hear. Indeed. Mushroom. Hey, go, it's a snake.
This is awesome.
Yeah. It does make you feel superpowered, doesn't it? Yeah, lots of elegant tomestones if you would be interested in such things. Or if you just want to hang out. Either of those is acceptable. All right. Let's check out Le Loot. I don't need any of this stuff. I'm going to be passing unless it's something I need. And of course, even if it is something I need, I'm probably not going to use it. Of course, I am going to take those lovely, lovely crafting gear that I can't use. And off we go. All right, so Bruni, would you like to join in? We can take a fourth if you would be interested. And I'll give another minute for her to respond. If she doesn't respond, we'll go ahead and just start on turn number 2. In fact, we should probably go ahead and start on turn number 2.
I'm leaving my area. Sorry.
No, you mustn't.
I have a Moogle mail. I bet that's what it is.
Moogle mail?
Yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Every time I,
Along with the new character?
yeah.
You got the Moo mail.
Yeah.
Can I have us join, or do you want to wait and check your Moo mail?
Oh, you could go ahead and have us join now.
All right.
I was just wanting to wait until I actually loaded the next area.
Sure.
Of course, in between the coils, it's going to take a little bit.
Oh yeah. There's about 15 minutes of cutscenes and adventures and what have you. Maybe even a little more than that. Time is an illusion, especially when you're going in between stuff in Final Fantasy XIV. good. This one is not the puzzle.
It is kind of a puzzle. You gotta choose which door to go to. Okay.
I'm gonna follow Empty.
Yeah. He knows the way. Awesome. Yeah, two doors open out and you gotta know which one to go to.
And if you pick the wrong one, you're dead.
I don't know. I guess it's more like your door.
I don't want to be Dora under any circumstances.
Okay, so there is only one door.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Different mechanics you need to get to have fun with. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's one that I might still not survive through, but hopefully.
Really?
Oh, the exit's done.
It's fine. Possibly. Might not actually be fine. It's fine. Elegant Terminus. Alright.
I also need some time to upload stuff.
Well, tell me when you need it, and I will listen.
Yep, I am like running out of room.
So you need it right now?
Yes.
Okay.
So
You do you, honey. You let me know when you're ready.
no.
The ride is complete. The ride is complete, then all is well. As you know, we Kojans seek out treasure that we might strengthen our bond with the Kami, and by the right we entreat those who abides in the shell to facilitate this bond. By honoring him, you may seek with greater success, thereby honoring all. Welcome back, Peter. I understand you treated the Ray to a veritable bouquet, a banquet, whatever. This will doubtless do wonders for its spirits. Marka tells me the creature is very fond of you, and who could blame it? When next it needs a good feed, I trust we can rely upon you again. It's oyster grabbing time. No, that's not a euphemism.
Okay, that's much better.
You ready for
Yes.
turn number 3? All right.
I just needed to make some moves.
Empty says there's no wrong door in that area.
Oh.
Either way, it's fine.
Cool.
They each have different mechanics you get to have fun with. It's a jumping puzzle. You guys can have fun running around. Yep. This is the jumping puzzle that I, on an alternate, nearly rage quit on. Yeah, once I discovered this was like really important plot, I was like, I gotta stop this. To be honest, you don't know the path? No worries. We're just gonna jump on stuff until we go to the right area. Maybe. Basically, we were looking for... Oh, hi. We weren't looking for these people. What we're looking for is little activation areas. So there's like these activation, whatever you call them. What's all this wee business?
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yep. That was not me, so that would be empty.
Thank you.
All right, we've unlocked the area down below. Try heading this a ways. As I recall, the wrong way led to like treasure chests, so it's not the worst thing in the world if we don't go the right direction.
Are you like a Santa?
I think so. All right.
Yeah, maybe your way down is
A bit of a mess.
is actually a good indicator that you're going the right way.
All right.
I have no which way here.
We're gonna go this direction.
Okay, yeah. That takes us down.
Then I head this direction. And I'm looking for that kind of thing right there, the silent terminal. Okay.
And there's only one way.
We're going to take it. Maybe?
Yeah, try again.
I kept trying. All right. I think that is the correct direction down. Whee! We've mapped the realm pretty well. Oh yeah, this went way faster than last time. We just kept going to the same places over and over again. All right, I think this is the direction we want to go. Let's try this one. And then let's do this one over here. Much as possible, going through the gates is the way we want to go. Usually. Guess to the right. And I guess wrong. That's fine. We just head right back follow the other paths we've taken. So as long as we don't change the paths until we get to that last one, we're good. Alright, so we're gonna go left instead. And we're gonna go right here. Got another silent terminal, so we know we're right. Duty complete. Allegan Terminal. Huzzah.
Huzzah.
That wasn't so bad.
Done.
Alright. Ready for next Koyalu?
Yes.
Alright.
You're closest to your computer when it dies.
Turn 4. Yeah, that went so much faster than I was anticipating. I'm quite glad that that didn't take as long as it normally did.
So, what's weird here is that...
Elevator? Oh.
Yeah, this is just one place here.
Nope, we're not leaving the duty. That's it right there. Silent Terminator.
Last time I went through this, I activated the next battle while the others were still.
Ruh-roh, don't do that. So these, of course, are the mimics from Final Fantasy XII, which made me squee whenever I originally played this. I'm like, oh, I know these things. Hooray! Woot woot.
Great.
Duty complete. These elevators are a lot faster than ones in Mass Effect. Alright. Gear, gear, gear. Gear, gear, gear. Huzzah. Alright. I cannot do that unless I'm off of my mount. Oh, I already have that one. Okay. Do you want this elegant headgear coffer? Do you?
You can't trade it with me.
All right.
Everything is untradeable.
Cool. I'll make it work. It's all good. Heck. Nope. There. Discard. Like that's the opposite of what I wanted to do.
You might be able to trade it with me after you can open it.
No, it's all good. I'll. It's good. I'll just open it with another job, so it's fine. Oh my. Central core. 1910 yalms. First real boss. Nice.
Climbing down onto his phone.
Seems that way. A bit, yeah. This is going rather more smoothly than I expected. It is indeed convenient to have a hero on hand. Jinxing it. She's totally jinxing it. Gods, the cavern should open up again, even at this depth. Huh, that resembles a finger. They all resemble fingers. And so it should. This is Bahamut's hand. As with the wings, it seems to be frozen. And for that I count my blessings. But again I find myself wondering, how is it able to retain physical form? I'd assumed that Bahamut's reversion to Aether was the cause of the widespread changes to the realm. But if he is still here, then that theory no longer holds. What was it, then, that brought about this realm's sudden regeneration? There's still so much we do not know about Carterno. I haven't the slightest inkling how deep these caverns run, but we must continue. Forward, conquering heroes. What a drag. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Quintania. I run away from everybody.
Oh.
Do you need to be resurrected?
Yes. If you can, but don't. You're in the. Thank you.
You're welcome, love.
That totally took me down.
You're welcome. There's a hole? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Timed event.
Be careful or he takes you out. Oh, he took me out. I was the sacrifice.
You're welcome, love.
So he needs to like land again so that we can.
Do you want to all hop in the bubble?
No. Because now you're probably going to get targeted when I was targeted before.
Alright, we'll just wander around then. I win.
Yeah.
The binds that tie. Clever girl. Duty complete. The binding club of Bahamut complete. And we are finished. Good job. Everyone good game. Oh, it's just the first one. Okay, fine. Is that all the above? Yep, it is. All right. Into the coil we go. And now we arrive at the main bridge. It's like, wait, the dragon has a bridge? Yep, sure does. Time to activate the lift. This contraption, is it used to control the saturation of aether? I suppose there's only one way to find out. What does this button do? A big red button says, do not push. The dragon you vanquished earlier. Doubtless you noticed a peculiar contraption around its neck. It was likely a receptor of some description, used to enslave the creature. Ancient Alec possessed the means to control dragons, it would seem. The Ishgardians would kill for this knowledge, though to be sure, it could as easily be brought to bear against them. An army of dragons could turn the tide of any battle, as the Garleans once learned to their sorrow. I would not in the least be surprised if they now sought to exploit this power. Whatever their plans, this serves as yet another reminder of the might of the Allegans. One cannot help but wonder how so advanced a civilization came to fall. My guess is Omega. Of course, we're totally doing this in the wrong order. We were supposed to have done this before all of Heavensward. Got to be good. Hey, looky there. This is Bahamut's head. And that enormous crystal, it pulsates as if it was its heart. Then the primal that had awakened was Bahamut all this time? No, this cannot be true. This would mean that Grandfather died for naught. Confound it. We do not know enough to strike at it now. We must withdraw. Revealed. Who is that? No, it cannot be. Grandfather? Grandfather, is it truly you?
If only we can read lips.
Mm-hmm. They could have had muffled voice acting.
No, don't leave me again, please. Grandfather! I know. We can do no more for now.
I want to go down there. Fine. I'll leave. But I leave under protest.
I forgot where I'm supposed to go.
I believe this is the time in the game when Return to the Waking Sands is the right answer 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Pray, Return to the Waking Sands.
But this looks like...
How did we come to be in Northern Thanalan, of all places? Oh, but such details matter little.
Grandfather's alive, Pieter. Baba did not defeat him. But why won't he return to us? I don't understand. This expedition has yielded more questions than it did answers. At this rate, we'll both be better than for a rest. Let us return to the Waking Sands and reflect upon what we have seen. Thank you, Pieter. Without you, none of this would have been possible. Pray, return to the Waking Sands. It's become a meme of my playthrough. When in doubt, return to the Waking Sands.
Oh, I got a present from someone that I hadn't seen in the game in a while.
Yeah, that was sweet of them.
Yeah.
Horizon. So we're going to do some plots, some side quests, etc., and then we'll continue with Coil 2, The Return.
The longest cutscenes take place during the last few turns of the last.
Okay. Haven't got there yet, so.
Just letting you know.
Mm-hmm. Full glad am I for thy safe Full glad am I for thy safe return. Lady Alice hath appraised me of thy many experiences. As thou wouldst doubtless be aware, Master Louis Soir was my lady's grandsire. Gravely concerned was I for her safety, but 'twould seem I am not her benzo. With all of my heart I do thank thee for watching over her. But come, thou mayst speak with Mistress Alice upon that which transpired within the binding coil. May it serve to bring us closer to the truth of the calamity. Shall we begin, then? Oriange, I understand that you have a report of your own to share with us. Aye, my lady, even though thou didst emerge from the depths, an etheric disturbance betokening primal activity was observed. In Mordona was it marked first. By comparison of time and magnitude, we have since deduced its origin, the Cartoneau Flats. Strange, there's been no reports of primal activity in that region. Could only have been Bahamut. That would certainly explain how we came to be in northern Thanalan. Somehow the caravan took us all the way from Vilbrand to the heart of Ardenard. 'Twould seem so, my lady. It is all but certain, then.
After Bahamut disappeared 5 years ago, he hid himself deep beneath Cartonel, and has since lain dormant, regenerating. Ay, my lady, taken together with thine own account of Bahamut's continued presence, the land's slowness to heal and the disorder of the etheric currents do point to one conclusion. Bahamut stirreth. If left unchecked, the primal shall drink of Eorzea's life force till he doth awaken to rain ruin yet again upon the land. I can take care of it. Rest assured, I do not mean to give up, Pieter. Bahamut may yet live, but so too does grandfather. And for the past 5 years he's been keeping vigil over his nemesis, making certain that the primal does not escape. Master Louis Soir doth yet live. I durst not hope. And thou art certain 'twas no mere manifestation of thine own too sorely felt grief. I know how desperate this may sound, Oriange, but I saw him with mine own eyes, my own 2 eyes, as did Pieter. But he vanished deeper into the labyrinth before we had a chance to speak. 2 more like fragments of Dalamud pierced the earth when the lesser moon fell. One we have seen. If we can but find the other 2, I'm certain that we shall find grandfather as well. If thou so believest, my lady, then I too shall have faith. If it please you, I shall notify the grand companies of this development. All Eorzea must stand united if we are to avert a repeat of the calamity. That will not be necessary, Oriange. Being the great conciliator that he is, Alphino will seek to unite Eorzea of his own accord. If rumors are true, that endeavor's already well underway. So let us leave the diplomacy to the diplomat, while we continue our investigation of Bahamut. I swear to you, no matter what it takes, we will find my grandfather and uncover the whole truth of this calamity. Pieter, you've heard me swear to do these things, but without your strength I cannot hope to make good on my word. The danger to Eorzea has not passed. For the sake of all who abide here, I pray that you will ever be our sword in the darkness.
Sure. All right. A crystal-choked abyss lieth beneath the Cartonneau Flats, the unholy cradle of an elder primal. By thy hand were truths great and terrible wrested from these once celestial depths. Yet, as is often the case, an answer doth breed a profusion of questions, and the unknown but doth beckon with irresistible allure. Never have the mysteries of the Red Moon lain so neatly within our grasp. Lady Alice hath sent word of her coming. 'Tis time once more to brave the precipice, and leap unflinching into the jagged wound that doth gape beneath the land. My apologies. I trust I've not kept you waiting over long. Pieter, I'm both delighted and reassured to have you at my side once more. I would not waste your time with trivialities. Let us proceed directly to the discussion of that which we have learned, and that which we hope to learn anon. Initially, it was evidence of a new primal that led us to delve into the cavern beneath Castrum Occidens, and to explore the subterranean scars left after the fall of Dalamud. As you have well recall, what we found was a vast, largely intact fragment of that fallen satellite, and within the depths of that structure we discovered not a new primal that we had expected, but the broken form of Bahamut himself. And yet, even this great revelation would soon be overshadowed by the appearance of my own dear grandfather. I have since shared our sundry findings with the Rambros, preeminent scholar of the Sons of St. Coinage, and he in turn did kindly furnish me with his theory concerning the Elder Primal's Allegan prison. It would seem that Dalamud was constructed to gather unto itself the rays of the sun, and thence channel this radiant bounty into the Crystal Tower. The ancients saw great potential in Bahamut's capacity to manipulate energies of otherwise unmanageable magnitude. 'Twas for this reason that they did bind him within the Red Moon to serve as its living core. Do you remember the sight that greeted us at the culmination of our journey? The colossal device that surrounded and seemed to cradle the incomplete form of the Elder Primal.
From the information provided to us by the Sons of St. Coinage, we have learned that these contraptions are termed interment hulks, and that each bore the designation Ragnarok class. The purpose of these hulks is believed to be twofold. First, they are meant to act as binding coils, rendering Bahamut incapable of escape. And second, they're meant to feed him. Perversely, the selfsame energy that prevents him from moving also serves to sustain his corporeal manifestation. Bahamut is permitted neither to die nor to truly live. He is merely allowed to be. For century upon century was the elder primal thus imprisoned, bound about in fetters so subtle in their working and yet so adamant, that though his cell be destroyed, Bahamut lieth yet at the mercy of his long-departed captors. As it has long since been held that the primals require the prayers of their faithful followers to exist, yet none alive worship Bahamut, could it be, then, that the Allegans found a way to simulate prayer itself? It seems the only logical explanation. I would postulate, therefore, that the regenerative mechanisms in question also supply something akin to the power of prayer. Consequently, if all the intermittent hulks were to be rendered inactive, Bahamut should dissolve into the aether. Upon the evidence of thy previous foray, we determined that the elder primal is sustained by 3 such binding coils. Thus did we commence to scour the realm, and found in the Twelfth Wood an as yet unexplored fragment of the Lesser Moon, bearing a most familiar etheric signature. And after conducting the preliminary investigation, we found that we have discovered a point from which this North Shroud fragment, the second of the intermittent hulks, can be entered. As the Orzea's sword in the darkness, I would have you once more lead the charge. I will, of course, be there at your side. Once you have made your preparations, head the Falgord float, and make yourself known to my assistant, Serpent Lieutenant Alané. The fallen fragment is not far from that settlement, and her position provides a convenient rendezvous spot. Sure. I will break these elegant fetters, for they bind my grandfather as surely as they bind Bahamut. You say so, lady. The Falgord float. Peter Krolinsk, been expecting you. My name is Alice. What does she look like? Yep, I have the right voice.
Her name is not Alice.
It's Al and Nell, whatever. I've been accorded the rank of lieutenant within the Order of the Twin Adder, and I may better assist Lady Alice with her endeavors here in the Twelfth Wood. Yes, it's a Nell, I know. Thank you. Such authority was allowed me to act without interference from the local soldiery, and to conduct a preliminary investigation of the Alder Springs fragment. And from what we have seen of the exterior, the structure shares many common features with the one you explored in Anosha, and likely plays host to a similar complement of guardians. But I fear words alone will do little to prepare you for what lies ahead. Pray seek out my comrade to the south and the west. He is charged with observing all that occurs in the vicinity of the fragment, and will be well placed to show you the thing with nothing else. If nothing else, and nothing less. That's weird. I'm struggling to read this evening. I guess it's afternoon. When is it? Who's talking? I'm afraid it's me. It is raining quite heavily.
Yes.
What business brings you to this broken land? Unless you fancy being ground into a bloody pulp under the granite fists of the wandering golem, I suggest you bugger... Oh, no, my apologies, sir. Lady Alice did send word of your impending arrival, but it would seem I've grown rather too accustomed to shooing away curious sellswords and reckless explorers. Behold, if you will, one of the fallen shards of the Red Moon Dalamud. Our initial survey covered no evidence of the Empire's presence, which, while fortunate in itself, meant that the approach to the fragment had yet to be cleared. After much effort, however, we succeeded in carving out a semblance of a path that should grant you access to the entrance. And that, I'm afraid, is where our progress ended. The interior, well, assuming that the architecture of this hulk resembles the first, the master controls you seek will be located at the bottommost layer, past all the ingenious and deadly defenses, of which the Alligans seem so indecently fond. If you would know more, I'm afraid there's nothing for it but to brave the depths of the fragment yourself. Lady Alice would soon be arriving at Fogboard. Pray do not tarry on your way back to the lieutenant's post. I imagine our young mistress will be most eager to recommence the expedition. The road ahead promises peril aplenty, and I would humbly suggest that this is not the occasion to stint in preparation on provisions. May the 12 watch over you. Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to wing it. You can do these things when you're level 73, accompanied by other people just as strong or stronger. About ready? Wife, are you about ready?
Yeah, I'm about ready.
Awesome.
Okay.
Good to hear, Empty. Or good to read, I suppose. Master Krolinsk, I trust the private's explanation was worth the journey. Not really, but here I am. Simply securing the approach to the fragment's entrance proved a monumental task. I did not think what defeating its inner defenses will entail. If there's all I might do to aid you. I'll say hop to it. Oh, Lady Alice. Oh, my apologies, Master Ulfino. Has there been a change of plan? Young Jay informed me that the impending expedition. I merely came to exchange a few words with my fellow scion before he disappeared into the depths of the second coil. Pieter, though I would strenuously deny it, were she present. My sister's admiration and affection for our grandsire exceeds even mine own. Upon the matter of this legacy, therefore, Alice is wont to go above and beyond the call of duty. It's our grandfather's absence she's made the salvation of Eorzea a personal crusade. 'Twas that which prompted her to brave the perils of the first coil. And yet, the fact that she risks her life in this matter is not the greatest of our concerns. No, it is her subsequent fixation upon my grandfather's shade that worries me the most. This quest to rid the world of Bahamut must not become a quest to save a man long dead. My sister must needs have a better reason to fight. The time will come when the fate of the realm rests upon our shoulders, and when it does, we must be strong in our resolve and set the stakes for which we risk all. There's a wide difference between fighting for the good of Eorzea, fighting for the love of the man who died for the good of Eorzea. Alice must choose her own path. She cannot rely on grandfather to choose it for her, for he is gone. I am glad that it is you with whom she makes the journey. If Alice is to discover a deeper purpose, where better than find one at the side of Eorzea's greatest champion? It was there that I found mine, after all. Sure, but past time I was gone. Fair fortune in your endeavors, Pieter. Lieutenant Nell, was it? Or was it Alice? No, it's a Nell. I would appreciate you making no mention of my presence here to my sister. Lady Alice is due to arrive at any moment. I shall abide in confident expectation of your triumphant return. Second coil of Bahamut, now accessible. All right, off we go into the wild, multicolored yonder.
was green.
Has your outfit died?
My outfit has been dyed, yes.
Yay!
In my blue.
Deliberate shadow. Hooray, she blew her outfit. You can't really hear my wife is over here going, ugh. Time for a leap of faith.
Hey, I match Alpino. You've got midnight blue on Facebook.
That's Alice, dear.
Oh, I meant Alice. I get those two confused.
Everyone does. How strange. Why could we not see all this before? I suppose it's only to be expected with corrupted crystals should accompany a disturbance of this magnitude. After all, the fragment likely pierced the ground to a depth of many hundreds of yards. The surrounding aether leaked from the wound must warp the very air, creating a veil that hides these formations from view. Well, it's not as we expected this to be a straightforward task. Let us tread carefully, shall we, Pietro? It is imperative that we win through to the depth of this structure and disable the mechanism that powers Bahamut's regeneration. Of course, if we should chance to encounter my grandfather upon the way, I shall not let him go again. Not while there is hope that he may yet be saved. But mayhap we should put such thoughts from our minds till after we've successfully gained entrance to the place. That opening up ahead appears to be a suitable point of ingress. Forward, holds. Sorry, I got confused. The actual phrase is forward hold. Actually makes quite a big difference.
Hey, someone has pelican. I've got it too. Okay. I think you're going back the wrong way.
Am I confused?
Yes, you are confused.
I wish I wasn't confused. Oh my, that's a big plant. Please forgive my confusion. Time to kill the blue plant. And there you have it. Yeah. I used to say da, but not anymore.
I don't mind if you said stop.
What's that?
I wouldn't mind if you said stop.
Da da da. Dun, dun, dun. Doesn't fit with the way that I'm having him speak now. So I stopped. Alright. Coil 2. Or turn 2. It is coil 2 also. Turn 2 of coil 2. Tutu. Ha! Enough about silly costumes. Let's continue.
Oh my.
This one's a little confusing. Yeah, I think so. It's a puzzle. A little bit of a puzzle.
That No, it couldn't be. Be on your guard, Pieter. Though it defies all reason that he should live, I know of only one who wears such armor. He whom the Empire raised as high as the Black Wolf himself, the legatus of the 7th Legion. I speak of the madman that brought the Meteor Project to fruition. We face the White Raven, Nail von Darnus, harbinger of the 7th Umbral Era. Nail von Darnus? Ah, that was the name of the fool that perished upon the eve of the promised Age of Glory. It should not be uttered within these hallowed halls. Out of love for his loyal servant, the one true deity named me Nail Deus Darnus. The one true deity. Bahamut! He speaks of Bahamut. Oh, Lord Bahamut, thy name is as sweet water to parched lips. How my heart swells at thy sacred touch. No, swollen heart's unhealthy. Definitely should get that enlarged heart looked at. This blessed sanctum is the domain of thy God and his beloved children. Seek to defile its glory, and you'll answer to me. Oh no, he fell. That poor man. I barely knew him. How's this possible? From what Alphinaud told me, Nail was slain on the eve of the calamity. Whatever the truth of the matter, we must be on our guard. There can be no reasoning with the worshippers of a primal. So I've been told. It's fine. I like cutscenes. Black Shroud, the outer coil. That's a very XCOM-y type look about it. XCOM 2. Yes, XCOM 2 in particular. If you want. Why can't it be a commie now? Oh, that's the wrong area. They're not very popular, are they? Wiggle, wiggle. How Lamia. You all here? Let's get it. Success. We're good at this. And all it took was us being an obscenely high level. Duty complete. You know, I command the power of Bahamut. Not with this job, of course. With my other job. All right. I mean, this stuff is cool and all, but like way lower than the current level stuff I have.
Yeah.
All right. Yes?
I've been meaning. Well, I'm using it for
Right. I'll probably deconstruct it.
and I aim to get the red worm.
Okay. 3256 yalms. Central deck. This is actually the one that's confusing? Oh, okay. I'm reminded there's passages beneath Castrum Arcudens. We must have traveled quite some distance below the surface. More of the same tunnels. That would be good. Surely they cannot continue all the way down from the upper floors?
Yeah.
We're going to do stuff? Oh yeah, that's totally what we're going to do. It's difficult to see inside, but I have a terrible feeling these corridors house more of the dreadful guardians you've already faced. It is said the Alligans excelled in the creation of humoral beasts, and that the Red Moon teemed with 1,000 fantastical monstrosities, all to prevent the enemies of the ancient empire from releasing the Elder Primal. I wonder, the creatures that prowl these halls, could they be the beloved children of whom Nael spoke? Well, this is yet another mystery to ponder upon our return. Shall we continue onward? Sure, let's shall. Dilly dally shilly shally. That's okay, I have no idea where I am either. I'm following the arrows.
I'm grabbing the enemies.
That's fine, I'll kill them though. Well, I got some X potions and high elixirs. Hey, I see empty. Hi, empty. Off you go. Alright. I follow. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense system. Wandering about.
I'm just falling empty.
I'm trying to find you all.
Don't know what you're doing? Excellent. You're the blind, and you're leading the blind. This is like poetic.
Okay, so I don't know.
When you see a blue dot, that's us. There'll probably be two blue dots. Maybe it's on the front page. Okay. And that's how Anna died. Hey, look. We're all together.
We are?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Hi.
Now we all follow you. Congratulations, you're the leader.
This is a dead end, I think. Yeah. It's a big old trap.
And follow empty. We're heading down.
What is that way?
That way.
Okay.
I'm following empty because I can. Rather spread out and hope we find something. Problem with that solution is we won't be able to find each other again. That's the wrong direction. I want to go across. Up.
Somehow get them
Down where? If you want to leap a face down there and see if you survive, I'll follow.
No, there's a wall. the frontal bulkhead here in the center.
Uh-huh. You gotta turn it off somehow.
I think it's this one.
I'm a rambling man. Kind of a sense of where everything is in my head. Mm-hmm. So I want to head to that one. Let's try this direction. That one's still broken.
I found the starting point.
Oh, good job. Head to you? Alright, Empty. Empty's near the start.
No, it's not. That's not the start.
Okay, well, you want to go where he is.
I don't know where he is.
Alright, well, I'm going to go forward. We have you jump to the end with us. That removes the need for trying to solve the puzzle.
Oh, thank you.
Empty help.
Yes, thank you, Empty.
Hey, I left the breadcrumbs for you.
Yay, thank you. And I'm here.
All right, let's get him.
I'm dead.
Me too.
Sorry, Auntie. I got stuck.
Yeah, me too.
Phoenix for the win.
It's frustrating that I was about to nuke him, and I got killed before I could nuke him.
Well, I brought enemies with me, so I had to start complicating that. And they died along with me.
The mechanics for that fight, I have no clue. Hey, you know what? We won. Who cares what the mechanics are?
I already know I'm not going to survive one of the other boss fights later on. I can't ever figure out how to stay alive.
I won't die. I'll survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'm still alive. Thank you, dear. You're very sweet. All right. All right. Armory chest, we're still good, and we are. Once more into the breach, dear friends. Once more. Oh, I believe this is the one that had us dying. And I think this is the last one I've done. I wanted to save the end, like once I've figured out, oh, this is important, I stopped. With you.
I know, but what's
Their actual mechanics for this fight. Yep, that's what my wife was referring to. She's like, yep, I'm gonna die in this fight. I think it's like green on the inside, red on the outside, or something like that.
Yeah, someone else that was helping us said that when we have the green rocks above our heads, we have to be in those center nipples. What she called them.
Disappears running around the entire arena. Yep. That surely cannot be Dalamud. Where are we? The final resting place for Nail von Darnus. This is a grave for the undeserving. And for the crime of trespassing upon my god's sanctuary, this place shall serve as your grave, too. T-pose. No. In the hour of his failure, Nail von Darnus felt the currents of aether begin to bear away his essence. But before oblivion could claim the last of him, a divine will reached out to him, and I was born. Then did the words of my God resound in mine ears. Bring unto mine enemies crushing defeat, that they might know despair without end, and claim thee thus the victory which thou wert once denied. Oh my, aren't we just winging it?
I said a change of heart. Or a change of something. 'Twould seem that little remained of Nail's essence when Bahamut plucked him from the brink of oblivion, and the rest was this strange simulacrum. Nevertheless, her aura bespeaks great power. She channels the rage of the Elder Primal himself. Lord Bahamut, thy wish is my command. None shall escape thine unquenchable fury. Come, ye dull, unthinking beasts, and bare your teeth. They will avail you not in the calamity to come. Bring it. Come, meet my S-word. So, green on the inside, red on the outside, and if they vanish, run around like you're being chased by a giant bear. Not the friendly kind either.
Green on the inside.
Red on the outside.
Oh. Green on the inside. There's rocks that will explode.
10 seconds to Mega Flare. 5 seconds to Mega Flare. 3, 2,
You might not
One.
want to be by those rocks.
Don't tell me if I want to die.
Oh. They're exploding.
I healed myself until I didn't.
And we managed to survive long enough to make it to that. Oh man.
We'll try again.
Yeah, we'll try again.
This may be something I need a healer for.
You're not a healer? You were earlier.
I'm not a very good healer right now. I need to be an effective healer to win this battle, I think.
Green. Red.
Leave one golem up. Okay.
Blue one.
Leave one of the golems up.
Okay. Green.
Inside, as soon as the green thing disappears, run away. Mm-hmm. What you said. Live and let the golem live. You need to eat the rocks. So apparently I walked outside of the circle. Don't do that.
Oh God, did we kill it now? Okay, yes, let's do it.
Oh, he too beefy now. He's pretty beefy.
Yeah.
He's a beefy bro. It's okay. We have 80 minutes to figure this out. What do you want to do for dinner?
I don't know. Can't think about it right now.
Okay.
Oh,
You tell
there's
two golems up.
But let them try.
All right. Sure, I'll try anything at once. But I won't do that. Oh, two touching golems? Sure. Do not let them touch. Got it.
Okay, do not let them try.
Empty's like, make sure you let them touch. I mean, don't. Relatable. Let him kill. Okay, well, we killed all the golems.
Yes, but there can be more than
Nice.
we don't need these ones, yeah.
Impossible.
And This one's always killing. Here. I'm dead. Good job. Yay! You're resting right now?
Uh-huh.
Yay!
Need the rocks off the battlefield, right? Doggone it. She knocked me out of the thing. Apparently we're going by freaking sumo rules.
Well, we almost got it. We almost got it.
We were very close.
Yeah. Second set of golems, lead them towards rock. Stop.
Forward. Forward, ho! I keep getting the pronunciation wrong. As soon as the indicator disappears, run away. Well, we don't have any rocks for them to eat.
And then it's going to be running around the outside.
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
I died. I'm kidding.
Okay. I'll take one and move them towards y'all.
Well, we'll still take one and leave him toward a rock.
Hey.
Here, eat my rocks. But that is euphemism.
He died. Sorry, I tried to get him to eat some. There's one over here. Over here, Bradley. The other way. The other way.
We'll go on the other side of the thing. I thought we got out of the rocks. Sorry.
No. There's 2 rocks left.
We will take some damage. Mm-hmm. Okay, I was killed last time. On the other side of Mega Flare.
Okay, we survived.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah! I'm dead.
And when you keep me alive, we can survive this. A bit.
Yes, we did
We
it.
got it, him.
Awesome, thank you.
Woot
Andy.
woot. Yeah, take that. And that. And one of these. We win.
Yeah.
Full team.
There's like at least one last card battle.
Uh-huh. This would be a decent time to start ordering food.
After we get one.
Alright.
Cutscene.
We'll have to order from my phone.
Yep. I'll be reading the script while you ordered her.
What should we eat?
I was thinking something like a salad. So maybe Cheesecake Factory or BJ's or McAllister's. Poor creature. Would that you'd never been born. You had surrendered your physical form and collected it in the ether. But Bahamut denied your death and imprisoned what little life was left of you in an ethereal shell resembling... What, I wonder? Images from your memory, perhaps? You got a cool mask on. Talking to you, yeah. But that shell is now broken, and your primal deity seems disinclined to sustain your existence. My primal deity? I kneel to no icon. What need have I to beg the favor of such filth? Yeah, that'll go. That'll be great. I am Nail von Darnus, legatus of the 7th Legion. No. A moment. My thoughts are clouded. This body is not mine own. Could it be you spoke the truth? Was I ensorcelled by the Lesser Moon's ancient prisoner? Well, that will not happen again. You speak as if Bahamut no longer controlled you, but that is impossible. Once a primal ensnares a mind, it cannot be freed. Continue?
Yeah, it's just a salad.
And standard delivery? Okay. There are 2 salads? Just verifying here. Sorry. Yep, there are 2 salads. All right. There we go. Unless Bahamut simply relinquished his claim, what need has he of a broken spirit bound to the ethereal realm? Oh, that I should fall prey to the very influence I sought to purge from the land. Ugh, the irony is galling. I do not presume that all of my actions were chosen for me. It was my will that the Meteor Project be resurrected. Mine, and none other. Yet it seems that my grand designs were destined to fail. Even the ungentle release of death was denied me. Nail, please, you must tell me more of the calamity. I must know the truth of what befallen the world, and what has become of my grandfather, Archon Louisois. You are Louisois' grandchild? Oh, the fates are generous in their cruelty. Continue on, if you would have your answers. They await you at the terminus of your path, but know that this path leads only to despair. The light of truth was ever harsh and unforgiving. Why do you say this? Grandfather will be freed once we put a stop to Bahamut's restoration, will he not? What are you not telling us? Steel yourself, child. Only unnerved resolve and unbending resolve and merciless strength can conquer what lies ahead. The weak can do naught but weep under the pall of their own misery, as did a frail child I once was. That's got a sting. Silence, chattering raven. Your wretched wings are broken, and you shall soar no more. My crimson moon, your brilliance sears mine eyes. I recognize that voice, Pietro, but never would he say such words. Come, let us finish what we came to do. All will be put aright when the final hulk lays dormant. Grandfather will be himself again, I'm sure of it. Sure. There is no coming back from being enthralled by a primal. At least that's what they told us, unless somebody was wrong. Bahamut regenerates more swiftly than I had anticipated. Let us hope that disabling this coil will serve to slow the progress. The display seems different, but the controls appear to mimic the mechanism we found in the Notion Hulk. It shouldn't pose a problem. Peter, forgive me. The moment I beheld Nail's transformation, hope wilted in my heart. I did not believe you could stand against the manifestation of Bahamut's power. For all your fabled strength and skill, I felt certain that I was going to lose you. Just as I lost my grandfather. Even he, a man for whom naught seemed impossible, was humbled before Bahamut's might. And yet, look how far we've come. It is incredible the feats that we are capable. Our boundless potential. It was the capacity for greatness, I believe, that grandfather so dearly wished to protect. With all that has occurred, I have come to understand that much, at least. Sure. Okay, so I will need to finish by 5:30, so I've got an hour left to finish.
And if I don't, I'll have to stop to eat, and then we'll continue whenever I'm done eating. But hopefully we can finish before 5:30.
Finish all of the coil?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you won't. You'll need to stop and eat, and you'll probably be done around 9 or 10 at night.
Okay.
As well as your reading.
'Tis done. Shall we make our way back to the surface and gather our thoughts? I've seen much that will benefit from Urianger's learned perspective.
Hey, are you alright? I could help you, but I'm just going to stand here.
Grandfather, it is you. Then why?
Abandon this quest, Alice. I will not countenance further sabotage of the coils.
Sabotage? But we must disable the coils to prevent Bahamut's revival.
Your defiance seals your fate. You can hurt me, but do not hurt her.
No, you are not who I thought you were. My grandfather would never.
Foolish girl. How could the White Raven allow herself to be bested by such sniveling opponents? Listen well. We all exist at the pleasure of one divine will, and the word of Lord Bahamut is absolute. Scurry back to your holes, vermin. You have been granted this one reprieve, but should you be so foolish as to crawl into my lord's domain again, I will crush the life from you, myself.
That light in Grandfather's eyes. He suffered the same fate as Nael.
He also, his skin looked like it was turning blue.
My grandsire is no more. That was not but a phantom that profanes his noble memory. That mockery must be expunged. I will not rest until I see Grandfather's soul freed from Bahamut's tyranny. Do you hear me, Bahamut? Your time is at an end. Eorzea and my family will be avenged.
All right. So, do we leave? There it is.
Truly it is wonderful to escape that stifling air and return to northern Thanalan again, it would appear. I must thank you, Pieter. Were it not for your bravery, I strongly doubt that I would be standing here now. But you need not tarry on my account. The danger has passed. Pray go on ahead, and appraise Urianger of all that has occurred. I will join you anon. My thoughts are yet unruly. I would rest here a while.
Pray return to the waking sands.
Do I have to?
Help, the sands are walking. No, waking sands.
The sands are awake.
Help, the sands are awake. Thank goodness. We cannot escape your panicking. Help, I'm panicking! This is the worst option.
I know.
Excuse me.
I said the exact same thing. Meow.
Good boy, zooming.
Good boy does zoom. So we've been averaging about an hour per coil, so I'm very optimistic. Hope springs eternal. The triumphant hero doth return. Thine eyes speak of the dread task's completion. The second coil now lieth dormant. Yet I sense the tidings thou bearest are not altogether glad. Pray tell me, what ill hath cast the shadow which falleth now across thy brow?
Well, you know, this, that, and the other. Well, yeah, we found out that actually our buddy is completely enthralled. An old foe and an old friend. So 'twas but the ethereal shadow of Master Loisoir that Lady Alice beheld, an unnatural conjuration enthralled to the elder primal. That the fiend should deign to choose him, of all men. Even in full knowledge of the shade's true nature, I would be hard-pressed to weather such a confrontation. Yet, what agonies must the young mistress have endured? Such torment did she ne'er deserve. Mayhap 'twere better if the Lady Alice did absent herself from future forays into the coils. Had come too far to surrender to grief, Oriange. My lady, I am resolved to defeat these fiends, and naught shall sway me from my path. Now let us peer more deeply into the well of our discoveries. As you wish, my lady. By your leave, I would speak first of the coil's late guardian, Nail von Darnus. Von Darnus was the legatus of the Garlean Empire, which strove to bring about Eorzea's final destruction, only to fall even as the sixth sun did set. If thou hast heard tales of the White Raven, then it is he of whom they speak. Aye, he, I say, for well, was most certainly no maid. The noble house of von Darnus, as we discovered all too late, had long safeguarded the wisdom of ancient Allag. 'Twas thus that the Gatus came to learn the true nature of Dalamud, and to seek to employ the Red Moon as a weapon against Eorzea. But the Crystal Tower, and the mechanisms required to command the satellite, yet lay hidden beneath the ground, compelling Nail to construct a far less subtle mechanism. And as his first... I skipped the important part. Thenceforth did the White Raven's soul belong to Bahamut. Sorry, I'm trying to turn on my computer and hit the wrong button. The button on my controller, instead of on my computer. His fortune indeed to acquire so powerful a thrall by chance. 'Tis little wonder he had so loath to part with him. Why let a simple thing like death deprive one of so useful a pawn? Though we may accuse him of bungling von Darnus's resurrection, I dare say Bahamut was as content to have a handmaiden as a manservant. I only hope that the two thralls we encountered were the extent of his flock. Yet I cannot help but dwell on Nail's words, those beloved children of whom he spoke. I assumed at first that he referred to the moon's beastly guardians, but should Bahamut have enslaved other mortals, we must needs remove this source of worship. Otherwise our efforts to disable the coils shall be for naught. Forgive me mine indelicacy, my dear. Thou art wise indeed to speak of expunging the primal thralls, but canst thou truly pursue a course which would cost thee thy own grandsire? My heart and my mind are as one in this matter. Grandfather's salvation can be won but by a single method, the destruction of Bahamut, and aught that might serve to sustain him. Pieter, while Urianger and I endeavor to ascertain the existence of any further thralls, I suggest you grant yourself a moment's respite. Rest assured that I will contact you the moment I have need of your inimitable talents. That we have achieved so much I owe to you. I fear, however, that our trials have barely begun. Yeah, we got one more coil. We got this. Though time has dulled the pain of thy passing, I find that I've wounded afresh. Master Loisoir, What good shall come of this unending search for knowledge and truth? Long have I believed the pursuit of such treasures to be the duty of every true Charlemagne. Yet, when each new revelation serveth only to heap further anguish upon those whom we would fain protect, must we truly reach for more? So you found your resolve, dear sister. Will you now find the use for the secret, for the key that only you and I hold? Given our familial propensity for curiosity, you do well to remember that keys may serve to seal doors as well as unlock them, and Bahamut is a most unwelcome guest, to whom the door should never have been opened. Well, rest over. Man is wont to cast light wheresoever secrets lie hid in darkness, though that which he illuminateth seldom bringeth him joy. So it is with such unhappy truths as Bahamut's immense shadow doth conceal. Yet ever onward forgeth Mistress Alice, undeterred by the burden of knowledge that weigheth heavy on her heart. 'Tis a perilous path she hath chosen, and a painful one. I pray thee, Pieter, remain by her side as her valiant blade, that she might see her quest to its conclusion. Pieter, 'tis well you're here. My lady, how might I serve you this day? I have met with some difficulty in my mission, Urianger, and I should be grateful for your counsel. As you know, Bahamut's physical form is regenerating beneath the Cartoneau Flats even as we speak. If we are to prevent his return, we must needs disable the 2 remaining intermittent hulks that sustain him. Every moment our mission is delayed, the realm is pushed closer to the brink of destruction. Alas, though I have determined the locations of the fragments of Dalamud leading to the hulks, I have been unable to find a way to enter them. And gaining admittance is but the first step of your perilous undertaking. When last thou descended into Bahamut's subterranean fastness, thou didst discover, didst thou not, that the dead primal was bound the shade of Nael von Darnus into his will. And though he didst consign the fallen legatus to blessed oblivion, thou mayst recall that the piteous wretch was not alone. Doubt not but that Bahamut's other thralls shall seek to hinder thy passage. You can say his name, Urianger. I have not forgotten that my grandfather was waiting for us. My lady, I would remind you, as I oft must remind myself, that the man whom we both loved and revered is no more. What remaineth is but a shade that defileth his memory. The vile verbiage that spilled from his lips must not be heeded, for it cometh not from your grandsire, but from Bahamut himself. You need not worry, Urianger. Come what may, I will not stray from the course. I will not let grandfather's sacrifice be in vain. But mere words will not take us whither we must go. As I said, I have been unable to find a way to enter the fragments of Dalamud. My lady, might I suggest that you visit the fragments again on Pieter's company? Full oft hath the warrior of light set events in motion by virtue of his presence alone. 'Tis possible that he may do so again. I, in the while, shall search for answers of mine own. By our efforts combined, full sure am I that the path shall be revealed to us ere long. He's dark. Were it anyone else, I should question the wisdom of such advice. Yet I cannot deny that which you say about Pieter is true. Very well. I shall do as you suggest. Already delivered, huh? Assuming you have no objections, of course. Good. Now, we seek entry to 2 fragments of Dalamud. I did hear it go off. One lies at the burning well in eastern Thanalan, and the other at the singing shards of Mordona. Should be able to just, leave it in there. Basically, at 5:30, I have to stop what I'm doing and eat. I left an assistant at each location with instructions to continue searching for a means of ingress. It is not impossible that they should have
since have found something useful to us. Let us begin by visiting my man at the burning wall. Deeks, I think it was. Quest accepted. Thank you, repairman. I think we'll be able to start the first coil, and then I think I'll have to stop and eat.
You've already done the first coil.
Sorry. The first turn of the third coil.
Yeah.
Kitty wubs. It's very important to Kitty that you understand he wubs. Alright, we'll deal with the rest of that later. This is my porksy. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Way off key, as is my wont. That's okay. The cat is into it. It'd be different if the cat was like, stop!
Yeah.
I say, are you not Master Krolinsk, my lady's most faithful companion? Sinis, sir, at your service. And may I say what an honor it is to meet you? Sure, you can say that. How goes the survey, Dex? Ahem, my lady. It shames me to say that I have found no variable path to the fragment. Though it stands there before our very eyes, the way thither is thus far proven impassable. When the fragment fell and pierced the land, it caused a prodigious amount of aether to spew forth. Thus this that gave rise to the land's twisted lay, which seems destined to thwart our efforts. Even were an opening to exist, I fear we would struggle to reach it. We cannot give up. Keep trying. So near and yet so far. Well, it avails us not to stand here and stare at the thing. Let us away to Moldona and try the other fragment. Perhaps Sinis has fared better. Upon that note, my lady, there is something I must tell you. I'm sorry to report that I lost contact with my brother just over a bell ago. As you know, the singing shards are home to many fell creatures, ogres among them. While I do not wish to cause you undue alarm, I fear something unspeakable may have happened to Dex. What? Why didn't you... Oh, give you this strength. We must hurry to my assistant's aid, Pietro. Sure. I showed no urgency up to that point. And even then, I'm just kind of standing here. It's just how things go, you know? All right.
I'm actually glad you finally got to so long in there at the Viking thing.
That's good. I'm trying to figure out what is going on with this indicator. Ah, Illis. In places of revenant's toll, information must flow along with wine. Why not linger downstream for Ellis for a while? Well, I'll be, Peter. You know, if you have a second, a certain patron of mine's been itching to have a word with you. Our friend the Bard here. He says he needs inspiration, that only an adventurer's tale could provide. Plain lacking in imagination, if you ask me, but it's not a bad sort. Wondering or not, he never tries to pay on in song what he does in copper. Savage version, apparently.
Thus said empty.
Peter, can it be you? You've outdone yourself since last we met. That much I've heard. They say you sojourned to Dalamud's shadow, and yet lived to tell the tale. I was in these parts at the time, and felt a disturbance in the aether, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out. Anyway, it was the White Raven himself, you say. No wonder. Tell me more, my good Peter. Tell me more. Recount to me your journey through the shadow. Take me there, on the wings of memory and imagination. Once upon a time in a land not very far from this one. Your stirring tale has stirred me. Oh dear. I must go to the restroom. But first, as I am a cauldron bubbling fragrantly with the great kitchen of the castle keep, a stew of inspiration, a slew of verses. Listen, my good adventurer, and listen well, for the song I sing is of your tell. Into the flesh of darkness go bringers of light, for the flame that flickers in Bahamut's tomb, and that cloying black stirs a raven white, flying blood from a barren womb. What was slain in silver proud did in golden malice rise, metals of infamy and ruin that every hero must despise. What say you? Not exactly how you told it to me. But you forget I'm a poet. We read between the lines, rendering into words that which was left unspoken. Lest you wonder, I shall name this composition The Shadow of the Raven. That's nice, thanks. I'm going to leave now. Back away slowly. Thanks to your musical stylings of the Wandering Minstrel, you can now relive the foray into the second coil of Bahamut. As the name suggests, the second coil of Bahamut Savage is a brutally difficult version of the raid of the same name. If you choose to undertake this challenge, it will be purely for honor and glory. There will be no boon.
I don't care if I ever complete the Savage.
Adventure, excitement, a Jedi craves not these things.
As I've heard, the difficulty of the regular coils of Bahamut is
Plenty hard enough?
Plenty hard enough, similar to Savage level. And now there's a Savage level of it, and you're like, aha.
I believe it's extreme level. But Savage is even savager than Savage.
Well, which
Extremer than extreme.
Harder? Is it extreme or Savage?
Definitely the extreme Savage. Or maybe the Savage Extreme. What's important is that I talked to Alice's assistant.
Yes.
Hey there. You look like you've had better days.
Yes. Age him.
Thank you, adventurer. For a moment there, I feared my bones were to be ground up and used in baked bread. These dang giants. I'm relieved to see you're still unharmed. It was wrong of me to press such a dangerous task upon you. My lady, your worries are wasted on me. It was nothing at all, I assure you. If it please you, I shall report my findings. As you can see, the tip of the fragment is exposed. The rest is encased in rock and crystal, rendering it impossible to enter the structure. We might try excavating the area around the fragment, but as it take a little time, and there really is no telling how deep we might have to dig before we find a suitable point of ingress. As such, I'm forced to conclude that gaining entry to this fragment is unrealistic. Forgive me, my lady. Confound it. We're losing precious time. What are we to do now? 'Tis I, Oyanje. Glad tidings have I for thee and thy lady. For blessing, a way hath been found by which thou mayest enter the remaining fragment of Dalamud. Pray escort Mistress Alice to the Carillium processing plant in northern Thanalan. There all should be made clear. Oriente found a way. And then we must go to him at once. Sure. Mr. Purrs is just purring up a storm over there.
Yes. He very much enjoyed my love. Yes.
Oh, look, it's northern Thanalan. At least everything else has had an egress. Or maybe ingress? Maybe it's just Degrassi Junior High. I don't know. It's some kind of gress something. My gosh, you're huge, Oriange. Mine apologies for summoning you thus from afar, my lady, but 'tis here that your journey may finally begin. I did wonder. To my knowledge, there are no fragments in northern Thanalan. Nor are you mistaken, my lady, yet a pathway doth exist, one which you yourself have made use of in the past. At the conclusion of several forays of the binding coil, 'twas at the crystal formation which lieth to the north of this place that you did emerge, was it not? Yes. The ethereal stream bore us back to the surface. That much I had surmised. I suggested you may use it to return underground. And even if it were possible, would not simply bear us back to those places we've already explored. It need not, my lady. Pray allow me to explain. Upon the evidence of your experience, it seemeth plain that two intermittent hulks may share the selfsame ethereal egress. From this we did infer that others may be connected in like wise. Thus did we labor long to verify the existence of further tributaries to the selfsame stream, in which task we were at length successful. 'Twas then but a matter of arriving at a solution to the problem of traveling to an unattuned destination, that one may reach what we may call the headwater. We propose to employ a modified aetherite, which serveth to amplify such ripples as do originate from said source. By focusing one's essence upon these ripples, it should be possible to make the journey. Yet be fairly warned, my lady. As with all untried modes of ethereal travel, this method entaileth considerable danger. Merely to attempt the voyage could cost you your life. That is a risk I'm willing to take. You're brilliant, Oriange. But I am curious. Did you have assistance in forming this plan? I could not help noticing your repeated use of the word we, unless you have taken using the majestic plural in our absence. Nay, my lady, as you correctly surmised, I was not alone in this endeavor. I think there are others who are aware of our mission. No. Well, it cannot be helped now. Preventing Bahamut's return is what matters. If some secrecy must be sacrificed to achieve our goal, then so be it. Sure. Hey, look, it's Callisto. I must attune. Attune! What's that Bella say? So that must be the modified Itheret. What are the immortal flames doing here? Those men may be sworn flames of Uldar, but they are the first and foremost faithful retainers of House Lavalier. Alfino, so it was you who was helping Oriange. Oh, what else could it have been, dear sister? Lest you worry, I have no intention of making the details of your venture public. Like you, I would prefer to avoid causing a panic. But given that much is at stake, namely the survival of the realm, one must be willing to accept help when it is offered. Would you not agree? At the very least, do not be cross with Oriange. 'Twas at my behest that he kept silent. We will speak later. Pray forgive me, my lady, but knowing full well your intent, I judged it neat that Master Alfino be informed. Though your grandsire hath become Bahamut's thrall, his noble blood courseth through yet both of your veins, and if he must needs be struck down. Did you hear that, Alfino? I mean to strike down our grandfather. And when I have done so, I shall banish Bahamut to the ether. Nothing you say will sway me from my course. I will protect Eorzea, and I will uphold grandfather's legacy. Grandfather's legacy? So you still do not know what you yourself desire. Your actions are still driven by borrowed resolve. Borrowed resolve? What does that have to do with anything? Protecting Eorzea was grandfather's goal, and we made it ours, both of us. That is why we came here, unless you've forgotten. God forbid I should ever forget, I must say. But you misunderstand. I do not question your resolve, only whence it came. If it were your own, you would be able to tell me precisely why you desire so fervently to protect Eorzea. Yet you cannot, for it is not your resolve, but grandfather's. You may struggle to see the difference, but borrowed resolve shall never be as strong as that which springs from within. But let us speak of this another time. For now, preventing Bahamut's return is all that matters. Goodness, she's so much taller than him in this picture.
Different perspective.
Yeah, sure. To be plain, I have no objection to striking down whatever's left of grandfather. Know, however, that I will be accompanying you this time. As a son of House Levelier, I would be present for his final moments.
Downhill.
I know. The perspective is wrong. For him to be downhill, that he should not be that much smaller than her. Very well, you may join us on one condition. I make the decisions.
It was really scary how Alice's face gets so sweet looking and delightful, the angrier she gets.
Right. If it may please my lady, my name's Anchored. Our preparations are just about complete. When you are ready to embark on the mission, just give me the word. I'll be waiting for you at the Cerulean processing plant. Oh, what's that on the ground? Oh, well. Pay no heed to my brother. He can rely on me. Well, you can rely on me, too. We've come so far together, you and I. And together we shall see our journey to its end.
No matter how dangerous it is.
So 2 more turns, huh? We got this. No, 4 more turns.
4 more turns, yeah. Hello.
Hey there. Erkenrad. I've been waiting for you, Master Krolinsk. I'm pleased to say that the Aetheret's primed and ready. As you know, the remaining intermittent hulks are connected to the fragments of the Eastern Thanalan and Mordona. It's to the former that we'll be sending you first. Now, you'll be starting inside the hulk, meaning you won't have to cover much ground. The drawback being that you'll be fighting for your life from the moment you get there. Best be prepared for anything, for my lady's sake, if not for your own. And that's what all I came to say. When your preparations are in order, just give me the word and I'll send you on your way. I may even throw in a prayer for your speedy return, just to be on the safe side.
All right, is MP ready?
I mean, it'll ask, but if not, well, the final call about it. MT says ready to roll.
Yay!
I mean, we all have to say go, so.
Mm-hmm.
4560 yalms in the central decks. 20 minutes telling you to stop to eat.
Yeah, nice.
So this is how it looks on the inside. Think we need to split? Alright. Fair enough. In this place? Alright.
This intermittent hulk still functions. The teleportation was a success. You've come to the right place. There's no telling how much further Bahamut has regenerated since we last beheld him. Let us make haste to the main bridge and deactivate the coil. Alright. There are receptacles similar to these in previous Hulk. Those held chimeral beasts, but only the Allagans know what other abominations may be sleeping within. I mean, I already fought this at the end of Heavensward. It may well be part of Dalamud's internal defenses. We must stay on our guard at all times. I seriously have to look at their hair tie to see which is which.
Red and blue.
Uh-huh. Do you think we need to split up in here? Empty, is that, am I understanding you correctly?
This happened to me last time.
What is it, love?
I accidentally stepped onto that little platform thing
Uh-huh.
while trying to go forward.
You're good though, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Not this one, it's one of these? Okay. Alright. Let us continue. Alright. Now you're invulnerable. Alright. Probably timed. Yep. Got him. $15 minutes, so I need to stop at 8. We can maybe get one more coil.
One more turn.
Or torrent turn, that's what I mean. I keep saying coils instead of turrets.
They're on the finals for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's harder.
By the 12 dragons, and so many. You are aware that the Alligans possess the means to control these creatures, but to imprison them thus is barbaric. I would not wish such a fate upon my worst enemy. It is plain that no love was lost between the Alligans and the dragons, but was it truly necessary to keep so great a number here? Bahamut did not want for defenses. Thus we have experienced firsthand. Such guardians as the Alligans created, both living and unliving, were surely no less capable of repelling intruders than these poor creatures. Tell me something, Odyssey. Have you not managed to determine by whose will Bahamut exists? No, I have not. At first I assumed that Bahamut had no people of his own, that the Alligans had perhaps discovered a way to simulate prayer itself. However, Nail's words give me cause to reconsider. Specifically, the Shade's mention of Bahamut's beloved children. From that I inferred that Bahamut was given will of worshippers, who we have yet to... Oh. God strike me down for a blind fool. Bahamut's beloved children, right here before our very eyes. No, how could I be so stupid? Who else but the dragons of Eld could summon Bahamut? Who else but they could sustain him? And to think I wondered why the Alligans kept them imprisoned here. Even should the flame of Bahamut's life go out, his faithful children would summon him back. For this reason, the Alligan Empire kept an army of dragons here, in a perpetual state of duress, that they might summon the Primal's existence. Truly, the Alligans' ingenuity knew no bounds, and neither did their cruelty. Small wonder that Bahamut was so enraged. Let no one deny that it was a man who sowed the seeds of the calamity. Will you now turn your hatred for your own kind, dear sister? Do not patronize me, Alphino. I mainly acknowledge our guilt. Lest you be in any doubt, I have no intention of allowing Bahamut to lay the world to waste, regardless of the atrocities the Alligans committed against his kind. We have no choice but to eliminate all who worship him, be they his children or his thralls. It seems reasonable to assume that the system responsible for the Primal's regeneration is also responsible for sustaining the captive dragons. If we disable it, all should perish. Come, let us press on. All right, ready for turn number 2, or can we not get that in 10 minutes? All right, let's do it. Turn 2 a final coil, and then we will finish the last 2 after dinner. Because I have to finish eating by 6.
Yeah.
Regeneration grid, 6835 yalms. Nice tank.
I'm looking at the stats for the first turn. Perfect. connection of the internet at one point. And I couldn't know how they solved it. I was able to catch that for a few minutes. But...
Time for coral ride. We got 7 minutes to get through this and the cutscene after.
This one is...
We'll be fine. He's tank. We got this. I'll raise you if you die. You're ranged derps. I'm healing derps. We got this. Got him.
No wonder why it's so hard.
You're good.
Yeah, someone is racing and I immediately died. Yeah.
Yep. We got the derps. We've got the derps. We've got the derps. Yeah, we got the derps. Moogle time. Alright, we'll get the cutscene after this and break for dinner. Why, this looks like a model for Dalamud. Yes. For millennia, Bahamut must have gazed into this unchanging view, trapped inside a prison that was scarcely large enough to contain him, unable to move, denied the release of death. How his hatred for man must have burned. And that hatred found an ideal vessel, the nail of Don Darnus.
This reminds me of a lesson here.
Mm-hmm. In many ways, Bahamut is to be pitied, not loathed. But knowing the true extent of his fury, I'm more convinced than ever of the necessity of our endeavor. Besides, this is not the only soul that cries out for vengeance. All right. So we will pick this up after dinner. I'm going to say give us about 30 minutes to eat, and we will be back at the end. I forgot a few things we need to get done today. Cool thing. So see you around, Empty. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, thank you.
And wife and I will finish off without you. Appreciate your help so far, and have a great evening. TTFN.